Hi guys, Crystal Blessings. This is Hibiscus Moon from Hibiscus Moon Crystal Academy. I wanted to do this video today because this is really interesting. All right, so those of you that know me know that I subscribe to Rock and Gem magazine. I highly recommend it if you like learning about the scientific background information on minerals. And I was really excited and almost did a video about this March issue that came out a while ago. Obviously, in 2013 though, because they had this article called Serenity in Stones, and it was really, really off the beaten path for Rock and Gem. I mean, Rock and Gem is a scientific magazine, very focused on mineralogy and geology. And this article was written by Susie Curley, pretty much about a metaphysical rock shop or metaphysical crystal store in the UK, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, because I read the article a little while ago. And I was so excited because she was talking about, now, she never said like amethyst is for keeping calm and good sleep and nothing like that. Didn't give any metaphysical indications. She just talked about the need for the shop, why she opened a metaphysical shop, or actually it wasn't her shop. I think she was reporting on someone else's shop. The kinds of things that they sell, why crystals and stones, and that sort of thing. They did talk about, you know, the kind of people that go there, and that's pretty much it. A little bit of history about the place and some really nice pictures of what's sold in the shop. But I said, oh, you know, this means that if Rock and Gem published an article like that in their magazine, which means the author, you know, shopped the article to them, told them about the article, and got their okay, and they obviously published it. If they published it, that means they know that their readers are looking more for something like this, because they want to provide what their readers are looking for. So it's becoming more and more of the mainstream. So I was really excited about that, and I was going to report to you on it. But then I held back because I said, let's see what the backlash is from this appearing in Rock and Gem, because being a long-time subscriber to Rock and Gem, I know that the readers are very vocal, and they write articles, or I mean, they write editorial letters all the time to the editors, and they publish those. And I said, let's see, you know, if they catch any little mistake, they're like the mineral police, man. They're gonna say, hey, you said this was in that mineral and it's not, or it's not found at this locale, and they'll correct it right away. So their readers are really like on it. And I said, let's wait and see what the backlash on this is. And just like I predicted in this month's magazine, which I just got in the mail today, this is this month's Rock and Gem. Sure enough, and I had forgotten all about it, but I was just flipping through it, and I noticed in the editorial section, sure enough, there was the backlash. So I'm just posting this because it's, you know, it's relevant to our little group of crystal hotties. We're all interested in this kind of thing. So now, oh, I have to find it. Where did I mark it? Oh, here it is. Okay. So it's in the field notes section, which is in the back of the magazine. And this is, if you're looking for it on the newsstands, the June 2013 issue of Rock and Gem. And by the way, for some of my students, the Advanced Crystal Masters, one of their homework assignment choices is to, I'm trying to speak slowly so I can talk around my appliance, which another video. One of their choices is to write an article and submit it to a magazine. And some of my students have asked about writing an article to Rock and Gem. And my advice, having had articles published, is to, with Rock and Gem, keep it very, very scientific, not to delve into the metaphysical aspects at all. But then I was like, ooh, proven wrong, because they went ahead and published this. But now I wonder if they're going to do it again. I mean, I'm sure they got letters from people that said they loved it. I'm sure they got that and didn't publish that. But so they got a few letters, and it says sensitive subject. See if you can see that there. And they had a few people. I'm not going to read all the letters, but this one kind of makes a good point. This guy talks about how he anxiously awaits every issue. He reads it cover to cover. He has certain heroes in the geological community that he follows and enjoys reading their articles. I also note that the journal is endorsed by the American Federation of Mineralogical Societies and the regional federations. The American Federation has as goal to promote education in the various earth sciences. Therefore, I was very disappointed to see Rock and Gem publish an article, Serenity in Stones, that I consider more suitable for supermarket tabloids rather than a reputable scientific magazine. And then he goes on to say that he hopes in the future that they stick to articles that talk about real science, such as geology and chemistry. We do not need our juniors reading and possibly believing that inanimate minerals possess energy vibrations. Okay, so obviously I disagree with that, but I kind of see his point in that you're expecting a very scientific periodical from Rock and Gem. For them to throw that article in there, that was a curveball. Exciting curveball to me, because that shows how it's entering the mainstream. I mean, okay, I like to watch liquidationchannel.com. I don't have TV, but I used to watch that on TV, and you can watch them online for free. And I love to watch them. And I noted today, I hadn't watched them in about a year. I noted today, and I just happened to turn them on this morning, had nothing to do with this, but it all tied in together. You gotta love it. Synchronicities are all over the place. But anyway, so I noticed a change in their reporting. Whereas they used to do it a little bit here and there sometimes, now they're all about telling you the metaphysical, like they were showing a moonstone ring. And they were talking about all the metaphysical properties of rainbow moonstone. Moonstone is known to do this and this, and it sounded like they were reading out of the Book of Stones with all the metaphysical information as well as the scientific information and where it was mined from. And I was like, oh, this is so up my alley. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be watching it a lot more now. They give you good information, how to pronounce things, the hardness, the chemical composition, and now they're putting the metaphysical information in there too, because they know, obviously, their buyers want to know the metaphysical properties of the stones, crystals, gems, jewelry that they're buying. So that's why they're putting it in there. I mean, there would be no other reason to do that, right? If their buyers didn't want to know it or didn't care or didn't like it, it wouldn't be there, wouldn't be included. So anyway, I got totally off topic on that, but my point is that it is becoming more mainstream and what is more accepted. I mean, we can see that. I see a huge surge in popularity with crystal healing. But anyway, okay. It's getting really dark in here, guys, right now. There's a storm coming in. I live in South Florida. Beach is right there that way, about 1.5 miles, and I see it coming, and it's getting really, really dark. All right, anyway, so there was another letter. There was 2 letters. Oh, this is so disappointing. And then here, I do want to read this. I hope I don't bore you too much. This is Rock and Gem's response. Which I think is a good response. Rock and Gem's audience is very diverse with a wide variety of interests. See, they know their audience is getting more into this. We are aware that not every article will appeal to every reader. Miss Curley's article gives factual information about modern spirituality and makes it clear that the beliefs expressed are the opinions of the shop owner, Helen Shrimpton, based on her personal experiences. Others may not have the same results. Now, I am surprised that they allowed even that much into the article in question here. And I wonder, like I said, will they allow it again? So if you're a writer, hey, I don't know, try it out and see. I think another publication that would be more suiting to this kind of thing is another favorite of mine, Kindred Spirit magazine. But I'm loving it that Rock and Gem published this article. Okay, but they go on to say, at no point does the author encourage readers to rely on rocks instead of seeking medical attention. Rock and Gem is confident that its adult readers are intelligent enough to weigh the information and form their own conclusions. Parents should always monitor their children's reading choices and make medical decisions for them, obviously. The endorsement by the American Federation of Mineralogical Societies demonstrates that organization's belief in the scientific value of this magazine. The AFMS, however, is not responsible for our editorial choices, nor is it involved with the publication of the magazine in any way. So, word, they told them. But, and that was written by the editor, that response. So, just interesting. I would love to hear your comments and opinions on this. You know I love a good, intelligent conversation back and forth. Please keep it respectful, or we're going to be doing the delete and ban. All right, guys? So, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope a good discussion comes from it. Okay, namaste.